1974 as a junior. I got a list of the teams he's raced for, and it's not the list of the teams he's raced for. He's been with Spin Arts Gearworks for the last 10 or 12 years at least. And so Paul Curley, Bill Sykes, these are the guys who brought cyclocross to New England, and that's a big deal. And New England is the region that brought cyclocross to the United States. So we congratulate Tom in absentia for being here, and we appreciate all he's done for the community. The next one was super easy. So Dick Ring was an alternate on the 1956 Olympic team. So that's, I hate to say this, Dick, that was 40 years, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Along with being a hell of a bike racer, Dick is an amazing speed skater. Still holds the 2-mile record for speed skating. I got here in 1952. He worked his way by bus to the North American Short Track Championships in Lansing, Michigan to win the half-mile and mile events while winning the overall title a couple of years ago. He got out of the Army in 1957, decided paying $3 extra to be unattached was ridiculous, so he started Northeast Bicycle Club with his buddy Dodd. 1964, we began a career that we all know him as, the voice of New England. He was on the line at Pittsburgh, and Terry Longo came down and said, I got a problem. I don't have an announcer. And Dick says, no problem, Terry. Puts his bike aside, gets up on the stadium, and announces the Pittsburgh race, 1964. I first ran into him up at Hanscom Air Force Base in the late 70s. He was racing and announcing up there for the Northeast Bicycle Club. Great racing up there on Thursday nights. Most of you have seen him around the races. We still use him to announce a couple of our races. We love it when he's up there. He's speed skated well into his 70s. I went up to the track up in Londonderry, and he's announcing, and before he announces, he's on his bike doing laps on the track as well. So let's give it up for Dick Ring.
Got half a yard if he makes it up there.
So I should be announcing Dick Ring coming up on the stage, but I'm not going to try doing that.
Give him the mic.
Dick Ring, what's the mic?
Oh my God. What am I doing with the mic? You know, I often think to myself, what a 25-cent coin did for me as far as sports were concerned. Way back in 1943, I cut out an entry blank for the Boston Silver Skates Derby. My brother and a couple of friends, we said, wouldn't it be fun to go into the Boston Garden to the Boston Silver Skates Derby? 25 cents entry fee. And that basically was what got me hooked on the sport of speed skating. I wasn't any good, but you know, I sure loved it. And eventually I learned the craft. And
There's a bicycling event.
the what?
It's a bicycle.
Yeah, but that's how it started, due to the fact that all the older skaters would tell you, if you have any desire of making any kind of an international team, you've got to do something in the summer. So we all bike raced. And that's how we kicked off as far as bike racing here in New England. And we watched New England grow over the years to a point now where it's absolutely phenomenal. And as far as cyclocross, it's a hotbed. Anybody in the country, they know where New England is. And now we've got the national championships. There is a gentleman that's going to be involved with them. David is here. If you need any information on the nationals, he probably would pass on all that vital information for you. And John, it's been a great run and filled with many, many memories. And thank you very much for all the people in New England that work so diligently on putting on bike races. You're the best. You put a lot back into the sport.
Find a friend to drink that with. And then, thank you very much. Thank you.
Did we get to drink Tom's beer? Did it show up?
Yeah, we get this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the last of our Hall of Fame is a guy who got into this because he had a kid who bike raced. Another Mass Bay Road Club fellow, Bill Dolan. Bill's in the back. I'm sure everybody in this room has seen Bill race. His son Bill was a Mass Bay Road Club racer, Plymouth Reebok Junior Team racer. Bill became an official in 1993. That seems recent to me, but probably not to most of you. I first met him because he would volunteer with Diane to put on the C clinics for officials. We were down in I don't even remember where it was. It was a place that you had access to. He's, for years and years and years, if you were at a bike race, you saw Bill Dolan because he was working every race every weekend. He rose himself to be worked his way up to be a Cat A status, and officials have the same ranking process as riders do. He's officiated several national championships, as long as UCI cycle races. He's got a tremendous sense of humor. He's one of these guys, when I first met him, I thought, when I grow up, I'd like to be like Bill Dolan. He's the kind of guy that, if you do something really stupid in a bike race and you get disqualified, Bill will come up to you and he'll quietly tell you everything that you've done. He'll disqualify you and you'll leave and you'll say, "Thank you, sir, I appreciate that." And just a tremendous guy. 2011 USA Cycling Official of the Year. Also works with Special Olympics and Best Buddies program. So Bill Dolan, someone that we really appreciate all the work you've done, all the fields that you standed out in the cold all those years. It's a good deal. Thank you very much.
We saw Bill was at Night Eagles, right? Yeah, he was there. So still working. In Lancaster, I don't even remember.
And the naked guy.
Not me? No.
No, you weren't the naked. No, that was Johnny Utah.
That was Johnny Utah. Thank you, Bill.
Sorry, we just
Okay, so this all started with the Diane, that's the Diane Fortini Award. And, it didn't take a whole lot of time to decide who was going to win the Diane Fortini Award. Because there's really only ever one candidate on the list, and that was Diane Fortini. So Diane is a NatCom, which is the highest level that you can become as a domestic cycling official. The only reason she's not a UCI com is because she didn't make the age cutoff in time. So she's been nominated and has won Official of the War. She's been on the board of USAC before they gerrymandered the board system. She's, yeah, that was Steve Johnson, hard at work for the tax dollars. She's been Northeast Regional official. She's been on the NEBRA board. She ran Wampatuck for more than 15 years, the training series every Tuesday night. She acted as a liaison and advisor for Bermuda Cycling Association. She's selected as an official for the Paralympics in Atlanta back in the 90s? Was it 90s? She's had national level assignments, Killington back when it was major race, Tour of Georgia, Tour of California. She's been chief referee at many national championships, both in road and cyclocross. And I swore that I was going to give up the NEBRA job when she went off the board, when she gave up her job. When you say someone's irreplaceable, usually it's hyperbole, but it took us 2 years and serious money to actually replace Diane when she decided that she wanted to step down. Nobody was willing to do the job that she did for what NEBRA was giving her, and I know that I'm eternally grateful for everything she's done for us. So I'd like to ask everyone to give Diane a really big hand. She's been,
No, I'll come to you. Come on.